What's up, everybody? This is BKJ. We're back at it. Hoping you're all doing well. Today, one of the things I wanted to do is show a special unboxing that I got. One of the artists I've been listening to, his name is Aldi300. Now, if you've never heard of him, I highly recommend you check him out. He's come out with many great projects in the last few years, great lyricist, and speaks straight facts. So check out Aldi300. He came out with a special package and I ordered it a few weeks ago and it finally came in the mail today, so I was really excited. So let me show you what's in it. So this is the part of the unique packaging on it. Definitely a cool looking unique package. And the main thing of this package is it comes with this unique juice. So there's 2 flavors, 3 of each. One of the flavors is Royal Crush Berry Blueberry. That one looks really good. And then this, Lemon Dream Lemonade. So I'm looking forward to trying these drinks out. It looks really good. Best juice out. So looking forward to trying those. I also got this shirt. So one of his albums, Crowns 12, also came with the CD, Crowns 12. And I ordered another one, Davis Street. So definitely both great albums, highly recommend it. But when I got these, I kind of got to thinking, I have a lot of CDs, but a lot of artists with their Merc Pack, when new music comes out, they don't release the CD with it anymore. And I understand, we're in a streaming, we're in an online world now, so there's not going to be CDs much, maybe much longer, who knows, right? But I really miss the days of having the CD come out, waiting in stores for your favorite artists, to release a CD and other Merc that came out with it. But the CDs are what's really exciting about. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about, because in my opinion, CDs were one of the best forms of music that we have today. Now, just a little bit of quick history. So how I even got into rap or listening to rap in the first place is back in like 2007, 2008, I had a friend. He bought Def Jam Icon. Now, for those of you who have played the game, I know out of the Def Jam game trilogy of fighting games, everybody, hated it. It was probably the worst in the series, just because it was a bit slower paced and it didn't have cool moves like the other two, Def Jam Vendetta and Def Jam Fight for New York. So those were fun games. But in my opinion, side opinion, Def Jam Icon was my favorite game because of the music and because of like the culture and the style of it. It was just really cool, and that's really what got me into rap in the first place. And one of my favorite artists who was on that was Paul Wall, one of my favorite artists. So after I heard that, the 2 songs on that game by Paul Wall were Trill and Sitting Sideways. So I went online and I looked it up, and I'm like, I want to hear more of this music. I want to have it more available. So I found the CD, The People's Champ, and more songs, and that's just kind of what grew. And that was my first introduction to Houston music. Also, though, on that game you had Mike Jones too, and one of my favorite songs is Back Then. So those 2 artists were like my first introduction to rap music, as well as Houston music, specifically. So just as the years went on, I started collecting CDs from all these different artists, and it was just cool because it was the music as a little kid. It was just about music, and then, putting the CD in the car, turning the bass up, turning the volume up, and letting that blast out of your car. But, as I got a little bit older, I started liking the CDs for more than just the music. So, like, for example here, right? So, the album covers, there's a bunch of different album covers. They're unique, but it's just cool to see the album cover, to see the back, just the different art. I always thought it was cool to see how the CD design would look, I always found those very intriguing and very cool. And of course, depending on the era or depending on the artist, right, you could pull the little booklet out and there would be the different kind of art in it, not just the album cover, but the different pictures. And man, just as a little kid, I thought this stuff was so cool, all the hats. As a little kid, especially in Def Jam Icon, it was about the style, right? So getting all the hats, getting all the shoes, and You know, it just inspired a big culture, and a lot of my style today is because of this music, you know. So I really just miss that, right? And it's interesting to see how the CDs have been adapted or changed over the years. So just like the two CDs that I have here from Al D300, you have the jewel case CDs, right? So I have Lil Keke here, Self-Made, and Slim Thug, The Thug Show. So what I liked about these CDs is, you know, you have the album cover here. Sometimes it was 2 disc set. That was really cool, like this one. I just like to see how the different art on the album was here. So I mean, it may be hard to see, but you know, the name of the artist and the name of the album here, the art in the front, the art in the back. Again, looking at, you know, how the CD was, and then whether it was just a slip, you know, a front and back, or whether it was a booklet for the actual booklet in the front there. Then, you know, as time kind of went on, and it was probably a, you know, adapting with the times or maybe saving money kind of thing, right? There came out the like cardboard cover sets, right? So instead of a jewel plastic case, it was like a cardboard or more sturdy like frame for it. So here I have Zero's Coating and Paul Wall's Slab God. And you know, it's just more of the booklet opens. You still see the art, right? You still see the front, the back art. This CD has gotten a lot of love, but see what the CD's like. You may see some scratches or dirt there, I'm not sure. But just to see the different artwork, but it was more simple, right? There was no, you know, booklet that came with it, or, you know, slip of paper in the front, because that was it. That was this side of it. So it was just cool to see the different CDs. Sometimes, you know, artists, they didn't even release CDs. Or excuse me, they didn't release like main CDs. So sometimes you'd have to go online and find, I don't know, maybe someone downloaded it, or maybe this was the actual album, but this is like a more of a thinner jewel case. So this is Ellie Dalla, Steak and Shrimp 2. But still, this one, actually I think this one was from the artist, because I got the autographed CD here. But see, this one comes with the booklet at just the front and back at the front there. But see, no art on the back. But you know, still, it was cool to see the artwork of the artist, be able to have the CD, and just to be able to play the different kinds of music that you would see. Now, funny thing, I mean, you know how people with the J's, sometimes these people, they'll buy 2 pairs of J's, right? Generally, it was for, you know, they would wear one and resell one, or they'd resell both for extreme market, whatever, right? I would do the same thing with my CDs. I like to buy my CDs in 2. The reason I did that is because back when I had a car that had a CD player in it, I would wear these out. So there would be one CD would be the backup for when the main one or the first one would wear out. So it's kind of funny, you know, everyone does that with their J's, but I would make sure to always buy 2 CDs, because I never wanted to be without a CD in my car. I wanted to make sure I always had the right artist or the right CD that I wanted to listen to at the time, and I never wanted to be in a situation where, you know, it'd crap out, or if I broke it, whatever, I'd always have a backup just in case. So that's my little bit of history, a little bit of why I like rap, why Houston rap in general. And, you know, just interesting to see, and it's great to see artists that still release CDs with their Merc packs. You know, that's, when I see the CD, you know, that's usually my go-to. You know, they come with a CD, I'm going to get it. And, you know, it's a way to support the artist, way to show your love, way to show respect to the artist that you like. So let me know your thoughts, you know, on CDs, or how you like to listen to music, right? I mean, I remember sometimes I wouldn't even be able to find CDs, and I would look online. And before online, right, because I was just a little kid back then, I would just, or like a teenager, not a little kid, I would go to different stores. So there was like Best Buy, Media Play when that existed, and now FYE, all these different music stores I would go to find the artists, because sometimes they wouldn't be at the main artist store. You had to either go online exclusive, or you had to find like a mom and pop shop to see if you could find the artist, right? Because some of these are old. You know, I didn't get into the Houston music scene. I got into it kind of late, right? 2008, 2009. So some of the CDs were old, so some of them I had to find in different ways. So let me know your thoughts on CDs. So in my opinion, CDs were the best type of music because I love the music, of course, but the artwork of the CD case, the disc art, and being able to just have the music right there to listen to. So really love the music overall. Again, shout out Aldi300 for the pack. Love the pack. Looking forward to the music. Love the Merc. Looking forward to the juice. So shout out to all of you doing well. Hoping that things are going well for you guys. This is just my 2 cents, kind of my thoughts on video. Just once I got the CDs, it kind of just came to my mind. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys still have your CDs? What do you think of CDs? How do you like to collect music? Do you have any stories about collecting music or how you got into it? I'd love to hear it. So put those down in the comments. Let me know, you guys. Appreciate it. And in my opinion, CDs are where it's at. That's where the music is.